Hey, it's Deborah from Create with Compassion. I am Fun Stampers Journey Coach Leader number 9395, here today to share with you the creation of this easy, quick, and beautiful card that is perfect for any occasion. So let's create with compassion.
I smile when I look at this card, and I can't wait to share that smile with a loved one. This card is so beautiful. I love this butterfly, how it looks like it's just going to fly right off of the paper. The Springfield prints give me so many color options when creating this card and help make it perfect for any occasion. You can change up the color for their favorite color or change the color of the card base and the butterfly to change the feel of the card. For example, soft colors like pool play to me I find comforting and great for sympathy cards. Bright, cheerful colors like the watermelon fusion and sunny days just really uplift people and brighten their day, so are great for birthday cards and thinking of you type cards. The Sentimental Prince is a wonderful stamp set to have in your stash because it has 6 different sentiments and they are great to use with this card. So this is a wonderful card to create for any occasion for your loved ones. So let's go ahead and get started by creating the butterfly. To create that beautiful butterfly, I used Artful Butterfly die set. It has 6 dies in it, 3 that create a solid butterfly and 3 that give you an intricate, beautiful butterfly. You can see there's a large that is about 4 inches square, and then a medium that's about 3 inches squared, and then this smallest one is what I'll be using, and it's a little over 2 inches. So I'm going to take the solid butterfly and the intricate butterfly from that die set. I'll be using my Journey Platinum, and I've got my platform with my cutting pad here and a 2.5 inch square piece of Sunny Days cardstock. And I will place my solid butterfly on that piece. Now I also have just a scrap of the Denim Days cardstock for the body of my butterfly. So when I go to cut out my butterfly, I'll run this through twice, once for my Sunny Days, and then I'll just place my die on like this so that the body of the butterfly covers the Denim Days, and I'll run that through as well. I'm not going to run them both through at the same time. If you happen to catch my Facebook Live video of this card, you might recall that I used just vellum paper with a piece of wax paper for the intricate butterfly. Well, it came out very easily, but I was wondering if there was a way to get it out even easier. So we're going to give about 4 sheets of dryer sheet a try. So I have that placed down. Then I have my vellum paper. Then I have my wax paper and my intricate die. I'm going to go run this through with my top plate on through my Journey Platinum, and I'll be back. I've got my beautiful Sunny Days butterfly there. Here's my Denim Days body that I want, and I'm just going to take my scissors and trim the extra wing portions off. Just real quick on both sides. There we go. And then let's see how the vellum paper turned out. Now just so you know, when I ran through the Sunny Day butterfly and the Denim Die butterfly, this went ahead with it both of those times. So let's take this out here and see if it'll come out easier using the dryer sheet and the wax paper. And then I'm going to take the piercing portion of my bloom tool and just start poking out some of these little holes here. The intricate butterfly does take a little more work to get out of the die, but it is so beautiful and it is so worth it. I was hoping that the dryer sheet would help it pop out a little bit easier. I'm not sure if it was any more helpful than doing it with just the wax paper. So just kind of, you have to play around with it, and each machine might be calibrated a little bit differently, so you just have to create, have fun, and enjoy the process. It's really not too bad to get it out. And so I think I've got all of those little things pretty much out, so I'm just gonna poke it through here, and I don't know if you can see how I was able to grab it a little bit, and I'm just gonna real gently pull my butterfly out of the die there. And there's my beautiful vellum butterflies. To put my butterfly together, I'm going to use the Journey Craft Glue. But first I'm going to add a little dimension to this butterfly. Using my crease tool, I'm just going to kind of gently add a little bit of a curl to those wings, and just without creasing the body of the butterfly, kind of where the butterfly and the wings meet, I'm just going to give it a little uplift, I guess you could say it, and I'll do that to the other side of the butterfly. Just give it a little bit of a curl and then kind of give a uplift to the body of it, and that just, I don't know if you can see the dimension that offers it. Well, you might be able to see it when I add it to the butterfly body. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of Journey Craft glue. I don't want a lot because I don't want it to spill over, even though this glue dries clear. There we go. So I'm just gonna put a little dab and then smear it with the tip of my glue. And one nice thing about the craft glue is that it is kind of a wet glue, so you can slide your piece around until you are in the perfect position. So I've got my vellum glued on to the Sunny Days, and then I'm gonna add some craft glue to my Denim Days cardstock here, my little body. There we go, just a little bit there, and smear that around. And then we'll place that on it. Now the more pointed part of the butterfly goes at the bottom of the butterfly, and you can kind of slide that around till you get it on perfectly. And we will set that aside to dry. Alright, let's get our sentiment stamped on this whipped cream piece that is 2 1/8 by 3 3/8, and I'll be using Denim Days True Color Fusion ink with the Happy Birthday sentiment from Sentimental Prints. So we'll ink that up, make sure it's inked up well, and try not to get it on the edges of our stamp. And in the bottom left hand corner, we will stamp that straight up and down. You don't want to rock your sentiments because that can create smudges. I'm going to bring in some of the Springfield prints. I've got this real small piece of the plaid type print, and this is 1/4 of an inch by 3 3/8. I'm just going to use a little bit of this craft glue because it is such a narrow piece of paper, and we'll just get that on here. Don't want to do too much, so I'm just gonna kind of smear that around there, and then that's going to go up along the top. I think I'm approximately 1/4 of an inch from the top, and just line that up there, get it nice and straight. And then I've got another piece, the same pattern paper as the front of the card, that is 3/4 by 5 3/8, and I'm going to adhere that to the bottom of this whipped cream panel that's 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, and that's going to go on the inside of our card just to add a little smile to the inside. So I've just got some of the Journey Blooms Easy Glide tape runner there, and I'll put this anywhere from 1/4 to 1/2 of an inch up from the top, and just do my best there to make that straight, which I'm not sure that is, so See if I can adjust that. I think that looks a little bit better. And then I'm going to bring in a sponge and we'll add some inking to the edges of our paper. I've got a 4 1/8 by 5 3/8 piece of Springfield prints, and I'm going to tap tap, swipe swipe the edges of that, and I'm going to ink the edges of the inside panel. Now you don't have to ink the edges of your paper. I like the look of it. I think it softens the edge and just kind of joins the card base with the panels a little bit more. And I'll do that to the small piece here with my sentiment as well. It's time to adhere a lot of paper together. I'm just going to use my tape runner here and center this card on a piece of Denim Days that is 2 1/4 by 3 1/2. There we go. And don't worry if you don't get all of the dimensions. That is on my blog. You can find a link to this blog post in the description below the video. Let's bring in our card base here. Denim Days, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, folded in half, and burnished with the crease tool. There we go. And I've already got adhesive on this one, so this is going to go on the inside of our card base. And I like to line up 3 sides. If I get 3 sides lined up, then chances are the 4th one is going to be lined up. And this panel gives just about a 1/16 of an inch edge of Denim Days all around it. Let's put adhesive on this one. I like the Easy Glide tape runner. It's a little different from other tape runners that I've used, but it does seem to be quite strong. It gives you a brief moment to reposition, but I have tried to go back at a later date to reposition and the paper did not come off. So I am really liking the Journey Blooms Easy Glide. Alright, I'm now ready to add this panel, and this is pretty much going to go into the center, and I'm just going to leave it flat. So I'll put some adhesive on this and we will center that about so. It has about an inch border, so you really get to see that beautiful Springfield prints. And then for the butterfly, I wanted to give it just a ever so slightly lift. So I'm using the Journey dots. So just put one there. I don't, on my Facebook Live video, I think I got a little crazy with the Journey dots. So I think one will actually be enough. So I'm just gonna kind of place this here in the upper right corner of that small panel. Place that there, and then I'm just gonna give those wings a little bit of a lift. They're gonna kind of remember the curl that I gave it with the crease tool. There we go. Isn't that beautiful? I just love that card. Here's the one with the Watermelon Fusion butterfly and one with the Sunny Days, and to me it gives it a different look. It draws out different colors in the background.
Thank you for spending time with me today as we created with compassion. If you have any questions about Fun Stampers Journey, please don't hesitate to contact me. I'm here to be a resource for you. Have a great day.